Now, although we hear about these technologies, artificial intelligence, robotics, blockchain, 5G, all of these wonderful, wonderful technologies, we hear about them independently, but the disruptive effect is important to think about what happens when you start putting them together. Now, this is a roadmap to help you understand the timing of which a lot of these technologies are anticipated to unfold this coming decade. And you can see them all there. 3D printing, the way we manufacture goods and services, is already upon us. 5th generation mobile networks being rolled out not only across Australia but right around the world. The way with which we think about nanobots and autonomous vehicles is also quite important and upon us. So it's important to understand that this is the decade where value creation through these models will occur. We will have new medical procedures and technologies that will be able to deliver precision medicine to treat the illnesses that have eluded us today. Virtual reality will become indistinguishable from reality, and computers will assume human-level intelligence. And so what happens when we start putting these technologies together, for example, AI in the cloud, when we start looking at using 5G as well as the Internet of Things and a whole range of virtual reality technologies, will enable us to create new goods and services that we haven't seen before. When we start thinking then about privacy that I just referred to before, the use of privacy-enabled technologies to be able to recreate trust in new and different ways through distributed ledger technologies, and then the advent of quantum computing, which will allow us to solve problems that are just not possible using today's computing. And so how will this really come together? Well, it'll come together in a couple of ways. Firstly, it will we'll see new value being created through the emergence of new industries. We will see, cross-industry ecosystems, the blurring of the lines between two different industries. We'll also see the advent of, the physical world becoming interconnected to our biological world. And so this will be quite important in terms of the way that we think about the Internet things, cities becoming smarter and faster. And so we'll also see different transaction flows. The example that I used before about TransferWise is just one but example. And in fact, if you want to see another example of that, if you looked at buy now, pay later, we saw in just 6 short years, we saw Australian innovation at its best with the advent of Afterpay, for example, that went from 0 to an enterprise value of 39 billion in just 6 short years.